can learn a surprising amount about the personality of Congress from looking at its calendar. And there are 4 messages that I'm taking away from the schedule that the lawmakers have set for 2016. Number 1, the Republicans are not anxious. Some election years, the majority keeps Congress in session almost all the time, hoping that the voters see just how doggedly lawmakers are working. The new calendar takes the opposite approach to combating that anti-incumbent sentiment. Since the electorate isn't expecting much from Congress, members should be given as much time as possible to go back home. Before Election Day, House members plan votes on only 95 days, and senators are expected to be in D.C. for only parts of just 26 weeks. Of course, the GOP leaders could change their minds and keep Congress in town longer, but for now, members can expect a full month of campaigning before the voters go to the polls. Number 2, no shutdown next year. By telling House members that it's okay to book flights back home on the final day of the fiscal year, GOP leaders are sending a strong message. Next year is not going to be the time for one of those 11th hour fiscal showdowns. There's even a decent chance the annual spending decisions will get done on time, September 30th. If not, conservative hardliners had better not think about holding government operations hostage to some policy fight. If the past is any lesson, this mess could really jeopardize the Republican chances on November the 8th. Number 3, summer is still sacrosanct. The conventions are going to be earlier than normal. The Republicans the 3rd week of July in Cleveland, and the Democrats the next week in Philadelphia. 2016 will see the longest summer recess in at least 3 decades, from the end of July for 7 long weeks, all the way through the end of August. Those who aren't going to a convention are going to get 52 consecutive days to catch up on their reading, raise money for the fall, campaign, vacation with their family, visit with their constituents, or make TV commercials. That's 1/7 of the entire year. Number 4, lame ducks are here to stay. Congress came back after the election only 8 times in the first 4 decades after World War II. But the legislative process is pretty stuck now, it's fair to say. So it's no surprise that lame duck sessions have been required after every election since 1998. For a while, those meetings were arranged with only a few weeks' notice. But now the custom of turning an officially blind eye to the inevitable has ended, and the 10th consecutive lame duck has already been scheduled. The lame duck starts the Monday after the election, and it lasts until 9 days before Christmas, with 1 week off for Thanksgiving. And by then, the legislative calendar for 2017 should be out, offering some clues about the timetable for combat or collaboration between the new president and the next Congress.